Hello guys, Hydra from Mega, and today I'm going to be using Digimon's Hacker's Memory. It's a follow-up to Digimon's Cyber Sleuth that came out, I think, like 2 years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. And this game came out last year, but I'm reviewing it now because I finally got to playing it. And, my backlog's pretty big, so excuse me if these games are not most modern, at all the latest. Yeah, so I'm going to start off the review saying the negative things. I want to end this review off on a positive note. So playing this game, I've kind of been kind of bored with it, and I won't say bored because here's a few Achilles heel to this series that's going on. Unfortunately, I feel like Bandai Namco or the developer doesn't really have too much faith in the game because they do not hire. It's a dialogue heavy game, so that being said, it's kind of hard to keep up with all the text and all that stuff if you not a very sub heavy guy, even though that's a lot of reading you have to do because like I said, it's a story driven game, so it would be better if they just had the English dub too for those that prefer English. And so that's the one deterrent for me personally that it kind of turns me off of the game. Another thing is, I felt like some of the additions in the game from last game, they didn't really do much for me. Like some of the hacker tools and stuff like that didn't do it for me. So majority of them was not necessary. So it was kind of like whatever's for me. And another thing I kind of felt like was the story itself. The story itself, it was kind of like it's supposed to be a follow up, and well, I can't even call it that because it's kind of weird, like a side story, like one big ass. Like it would have made sense. It would have made more sense if in the previous game they would have like made the protagonist of this game like known like throughout the first game, so it wouldn't feel like some random ass person going through their own problems, stuff like that. And don't get me wrong, the story, the gameplay is okay, but the story itself, I wasn't really walking with it. I didn't feel that first feeling I got with number one. So I'm thinking about putting it like this: if this should be for only hardcore Digimon fans. So now let's talk about the positive stuff. I like how they executed the stuff that I used on the hacker tools. Personally, like the acceleration and the eliminate all counters, because I personally felt like eliminate all counters or reduce all counters, I don't remember which one was in the last game, it would be very tedious, and it felt like they would still keep coming even though I just already did it. Like nothing changed. So I like how they did that, and that coincides with the acceleration. The acceleration tool is very fast and gets you moving, so you can just zip through the dungeon. And because in game like encounter rates, it can be very annoying and tedious to keep going ahead and keep fighting when you're just trying to get to point A and point B. So that's good. Another one that I want to give a shout out to is the customization this time around in the game. They added a feature where you can customize your character and your Digimon. So the aesthetics is pretty good in this game, even though I kind of felt like some of them was limited. But I'll get to that in a little bit. And that's really good. And by the way, and believe it or not, I already finished recording this by the time I remember this. But there's also another mode in there called Domination Battle. And to be quite frank, it will be fun, but they gotta tweak it, and that lets you know how forgettable it was because it was so minuscule in the gameplay, and it was just I completely forgot about it. You could take that as a pro or a con, but yeah, it's there. I put it like that. So let's get an overview of how I feel about this game. I feel like the main story didn't do anything for the previous good story of the first game. And most of the hacker tools was kind of useless going through the dungeons, and I could just downright even skip them if I wanted to, which didn't cause any roadblocks. So I don't know why you added some of them. And the game is very dialogue heavy, and they still have no English option. So it kind of feel like to me, you just gotta keep reading. And after all, just reading a lot, just in a story-driven game, even though that kind of don't make sense, but understand that there's an element of listening too, and especially if there's tense emotion, you just need to convey that in another way, if that makes sense. So I really think how they can fix all that is going ahead and hire some English actors, because I know some people going in the first game, they did not know it was English sub only, which was kind of annoying. Make sure the next game is a continuation of the both those games. You got to intertwine those games somehow, because it just felt like a whole side. It was kind of weird. And what else? And make sure some of the hacker tools are more useful this time around, because it felt like some of the tutorials quick, and don't mind me, they were quick, but you probably only use them once throughout the game, and that was it. And the positive thing I would like to talk about is customization on the game. I really liked that, how they did that, and I hope they expand on that and keep going with that. And what else? I said something earlier throughout the review, but I don't know. But all in all, basically this game is just for hardcore Digimon fans, and they should really bundle this game with the Cyber Sleuth. But from my knowledge, Cyber Sleuth has been off the PSN, so you have to go ahead and go get Cyber Sleuth in stores if it's still available, or off the internet somewhere. But all in all, that's my review. That's my take. Let me know if you got the game. What's your thoughts about it? Do you plan on getting this game? Do you plan on getting the first game? I'll link my previous video of the first Digimon Cyber Sleuth review in the description below, and hope you guys check that out too. And also, check out my other channel. I'm doing a whole channel rebrand this week, so you'll see a lot of uploads and hopefully some stuff that you'll like. New channel on the way. Another channel. I won't be raising this channel, but yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and I hope you guys have a good day. Goodbye.